finally come down, have you? From your slumber. You ready for walkies? Walkies? Why are you looking so sad? You love walkies. You ready for walkies? Come on in.
Why are you like this?
Morning. It is Tuesday the 9th of May and honestly, where have I been? This last month has been yeah, absolutely wild. I don't even know where to start. Just taking Luna out for her little walks as she plays catch up. Just around where we stay. It's actually quite a lovely day. This is the first time I've actually just worn a jumper without a jacket. So hopefully summer is approaching because we've had some nasty rain and fog over this last week that just needs to go. I feel like we need a good thunderstorm. Like a thunderstorm just clears absolutely everything and then it's like glorious sunshine after that, and I feel like this is what Aberdeen needs. A little bit of a thunderstorm and then we're back to ourselves. Okay, so I think from the last time I uploaded something I was at the Sugarbirds wine, but before that, obviously, you know how they say things come in threes. Well, this certainly did come in threes, and so I think previous to that was the trip that me and Scott had down in Edinburgh, and obviously when we got to IKEA, Mum phoned to say that Grandma was in hospital. She was absolutely fine, got discharged home later, probably just like a bit of an infection to be honest, and that was that. And then the week after that, Dad was out at the weekend, a few beverages, crossing the road, hands in his pockets, silly move, fell over and broke his humerus bone in his arm. So he had to go and get it operated on. So he's now got like this huge plate and nails and bolts and whatever they do in orthopedics. So yeah, he got that. And then the day of me taking him to the fracture clinic to find out that he would need the surgery, so I had done a shift at work at 7 till 1 that day, just an extra shift to help the guys out, and took my dad to the fracture clinic for 2 o'clock. We were there a couple of hours and then the plan was Mum was going to come up to ours after for supper, and that was that. So spaghetti bolognese is getting made, it looks divine. We sit down, Mum gets a phone call from Grandma. Oh, your dad's not really looking that well. He's not been great, So I said to Mum, I was like, look, let's just finish our dinner and we'll go over and see Granda. So that was fine. Now, normally when my grandma and Granda or like anyone else feels a bit off, I just give them like a little bit of advice. And because I'm obviously no expert, but just from previous things, I just say, look, at the end of the day, you'll need to get yourself checked out if that's what you want. But I had this urge to take my like blood pressure kit that I've got, my SATS probe temperature BM machine, for some reason. Normally I wouldn't do this, so I took it with me, went out, and Granda was not in a good way. So like, there's certain limits for us nurses that we will look at when someone comes into hospital. So you've got how much times you take a breath in a minute, your saturation levels, so it's the oxygen within your blood pressure, your heart rate, your temperature, and then like on a confusion level, are you able to tell me where you are, you're alert and orientated, or are you just a bit off? And when I calculated it all up in my head, I knew that Granda was in a pretty bad place. So Grandma had already phoned an ambulance, or I think the GP had already phoned an ambulance, But at this point, obviously, they hadn't had any like blood pressures or heart rates. So when I had come out and done this, I had said to my grandma, I was like, can we just phone the ambulance back? Because I think someone needs to come a bit quicker to see Granda. Well, within that couple of minutes, they actually had phoned back for asking for an update. And I guess, luckily enough, I was there, because the next thing you know, he was being blue lighted into work. And yeah, just not great. I went with Grandma just because I had no work the next day and everyone else did. So he was brought in, taken in pretty quickly just because of what was going on, assessed as well. And it was then like 2 o'clock in the morning and he was being kept in, which I knew that would be the case. So I took Grandma home and we came in the next day. So the ward that he went to when I came in, I got a bit of a shock because I just knew he looked kind of worse for wear. When he got into the ambulance, he was still quite with it, able to sit up and chat. Very minimal though for what he's like anyway. And the doctor had like a bit of a chat with my grandma, and that Tuesday was the day of their wedding anniversary, the 59th. And the doctor put in a DNA CPR, so I do not attempt resuscitation, and an AWI, so that's an adults within capacity act for him, which like still to this day, even talking about it, like I just feel so sorry for my grandma. Like, on the day of your wedding anniversary, the man that you told at the altar that you would be like in sickness and in health with, and those are two major things that had to get put in place. So yeah, I knew then, and I kind of knew already that it wasn't looking great. So Grandma was so strong, like not crying or anything, really taking it on her stride, like to support my granda, so that he knew that everything would kind of be okay. Gosh, my makeup is going to be ruined now. Anyway, so I had to obviously tell family members that Granda wasn't doing very well and that they had to come in and see him. So Monday night he gets admitted. This is now Tuesday, and day's gone on. He's more and more drowsy, not really communicating through the day, sleeping a lot. And then on Thursday he kind of took a peek, and then he was fine. He was up chatting away. And on the Friday I went in to see him, still a little bit up, but you can definitely tell that he was fighting something. And everyone went away for like tea or coffee, and I stayed in the room with him, and he just said, oh, I said, you know why you're in hospital? And he was like, no, not really. And I says, oh, it's because you've got a bit of an infection and we're trying to treat it. And he was like, aye. And then he says, oh, I'll be getting better though. And I lied. I says, yeah, you will be. And obviously I knew that he wasn't. But lying to him, I thought, I can't do that. Knowing that the end result obviously wasn't going to be the outcome that any of us wanted. Anyway, I gave him the biggest kiss ever, because I knew he would pass over the weekend. And on Sunday, the 26th of March, that morning, he took his final breath and went to sleep. I actually wasn't there. I was away for the weekend for Scott's pal's 30th birthday, which had been planned. Debating about whether to go or not because of the situation, but my mum and her family were reassuring, being like, look, you've been with him for the last 5 days, it's fine, just go and enjoy yourself. And I know that's what he would have wanted as well. So yeah, I have been trying to be really strong about it for like my mum and my auntie and my grandma, who we're all very close with, and like I'm trying not to get upset, and obviously it's still pretty raw, and even talking about it still brings on emotions, but I feel like it's good to talk about these things because it's obviously grief, and they say about the 5 stages of grief where you go through sadness and anger and blah de blah, and I feel like I'm still in that grieving part and haven't actually moved on to the next step, but that's okay. I think maybe I'll jump a step forward and then jump a step back, but I just wanted to share with you all this because I thought by now I'd have uploaded a bit more content on the house and other bits that we'd been doing, because between this time there actually has been a lot more movement within the house. So like carpet finally got laid in the back bedroom and the stairs got done, so there's been a lot of shift, and I'm sad like I haven't been able to cover that and share that with you guys, but at the same time like I had to be there for my family and then take some time out for myself. So I feel like I'm in a place where I'm now ready to get back to YouTubing and sharing all the content, and I know this is something that Grandma would want me to do because I said I wanted to do it for this year, so yeah. Oh, I'm a little bit smudged. So yes, that's kind of where I've been for the whole of April. Just taking time out for myself and just actually having a bit of breathing space. It's just sad to say because I feel like we should kind of be doing a bit more with the type of job that I have, and having to deal with grief with numerous families as well, but I feel it's something I definitely need to take a sit back and dive into a bit more and just know like coping mechanisms as well. So if any of you guys have anything to share, that would be lovely. But yeah, beautiful day, like I said, out walking Luna. I feel like it's nice to get the fresh air in, get the lungs going, and I think I'll leave this here. And what I'm going to do is, over the last couple of weeks, what I have already been documenting, I'm just going to merge all together. So it probably won't make any sense, but it's just going to be a video of like one thing after another, after another, and after another of what we've done, so that I can kind of play catch up for the next vlog to be like, right, this is where we're at. Plus, there's so many exciting things to come. So like the rest of the house, we're trying to book a family holiday for next year, so I can't wait to do a little vloggy on that. And yeah, just seeing where the rest of 2023 takes us. My plan for the rest of the day, I'm actually going to get my hair done. Went a bit too light, so we're just going to get a wee bit of a toner on it to darken it down a bit. And then I really want to see the Super Mario Brothers film. Haven't actually said to Scott yet. He's currently working from home, so I wonder if he'll be up for seeing that, but then I do have work tomorrow. So, and normally the day before, like my first day back at work of the week, I like to just chill. Just like to chill, get everything sorted. But I feel like I just need to grab the moment and see if he'll be up for going to Super Mario tonight, which would be quite funny, I believe. So I'm going to stop rambling on now. I'm going to carry on with this walk with Luna, get home, get changed, head to the hair, see if Scott fancies Mario Brothers, and then if not, I can kind of put this video together and upload it for the weekend. And yeah, so I'm going to love you and leave you just now. I hope you have a fabulous day, whatever you're doing, if you're off or if you're working, if you're for a walk like me. So yeah, I will see you on the next vlog. guys, we've come down to Tapi Carpets to try and pick out a grey carpet, and honestly, the choice is endless. So yeah, I think what we would prefer to get is something that your feet just like molds into. Actually, just clock that. You know, they're very bold, but I would totally go for them as well. No, it's got to be grey. Just keep it simple and, you know, not like a neutral colour, because I think anything like beige and stuff, it would probably pick up quite easily if there was like something spilt or stained. But yeah, no, grey is definitely what we're going to be going for. And I want something that my feet can just feel like they're walking on clouds within heaven. That's what I'm wanting to go for. So yeah, I don't think Scott's going to be as enthusiastic as I am, but we're here. There's a guy on the phone just now, so I'm going to, you know, give him the eye to say, come over and speak to us, and then hopefully we can kind of maybe get something sorted. Also, why is there so much different carpet? Like, trying to give you an example. Okay, so this one here looks exactly the same as this here. Like, there's so much variation, and I genuinely just don't know what to go for. This one is, you know, these have got sparkles in them. Imagine that, coming in with like stars all over the carpet. And that's just too rough. Like, that's nothing. That would be something that you would come in on your front little door, but that's too rough. I want something, like I said, that my feet can just get into. But yeah, look at all them all down here as well. Endless choice. So I'm really intrigued of what this guy says, because if he's going to try and tell me that this carpet is different to this carpet, is different to this carpet, and there's something, you know, we're in luck. It must be Egyptian cotton or something like that. That's why it's all different. Oh, this is so soft. That one. Okay, that red carpet I am now on the hunt for. Like, it's got to be in here. It has to be. So I know that I'm meant to be actually looking at grey carpets, but I'm currently looking at all red carpets. Like, I'm on the hunt for this carpet of ours at the front door. It's got to be around here somewhere, and honest to God, guys, if we find it, I'm gonna be so excited. I just don't know where to go. Red, 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 red. Let's go. Must be around here. Nope. So we've left Tapi, I don't know, carpet place, because we've gotten a wee little offer from the guy. So we decided to come to Carpetright instead, just to see if there was any difference in the carpets and prices, etc., and the final quote as well. And I really, when I came into Carpetright, I just got like a nostalgia kind of moment, maybe, I don't know. But I felt like when I was younger, me and my sister used to run between the carpets, and that like my mum would be like, "Used to come back here," and we'd be like running between everything. So yeah, I'm having a wee moment, you know, to myself, and just loving all this variations of carpets. Like, look at all this. There's just so many on the rolls, ready to rock and roll. And yeah, we just have to decide on the actual grey and then like the depth of it as well, because, you know, something like that feels awful. Like, I feel like I'm on gravel, and it's the same with that one there. But then like, look at this plush one, like my hands just seep into it. So yeah, we really need to decide what carpet we're going to be going for. And I have not seen my carpet in either of these two shops, which I'm so gutted about. Anything red that I've seen, I've gone running up to, and there's just nothing there. So yeah, we are now away to go chat this guy up and see if he can give us some sort of offer for our carpet in the bedroom, which is quite a big space. We've got to bear that in mind as well. And then I'll maybe see if Scott will treat me to a little cheeky Grand Frites in McDonald's, which is across the road. I found it. I need to flip this over. Look, oh my God. Oh wee. No, it's not, but it's so similar. I thought some guy was coming over and giving me trouble there, but I'll ask me for some help. Oh my God, this is the carpet. Is this it? Come on, please. Give me a bit of hope. This is... Oh my God. It's my carpet, guys. Look, so happy with it. Although I think ours actually is a little bit prettier because I feel like the blue and the beige and that's deeper in this one, but back home it's not. But wow, we found it. Look, so they've got even two different shades as well. It's like a darker red and a lighter red. This changes everything. I'm gonna go find Scott and see if I can convince him to make the upstairs bedroom like this. Could you imagine? Oh, I feel like walking into a previous time zone if we ever went ahead with this carpet. No, I can't have it, can I? I'm gonna just have to stick with the grey. But grey, it's not as bold, is it? It's just not as bold, but yeah. Oh my God, thank you guys up there looking out for me today. You've made my dreams come true. And Carpetright, you know, thanks for still selling this type of carpet. If anyone's actually considering about buying this type of carpet, I believe it's called Ulster, and the make is it here? No, it's gone down here. So it is, I can get up, Royal Red Pin Dot, that's that one, and the deeper one is Sheridan Pin Dot. Ooh, extra heavy wear. Quite like that one actually. No, must just get grey, must just get grey.